there, friends. Welcome to episode number 352 of It'll Be Fine. I'm your friend and your pal, Kelly Zemnickis, and as we do each week on the show, along with my guest, we dive into a dish that neither of us has ever made before, but we go forward with the confidence that it is going to be fine. And on today's show, we are making Zemnickis peanut butter and jelly ice cream. There's a lot of letters for my letter set, but PB&J ice cream. Oh my gosh, we're making a no churn ice cream today with a pie that's going to hang out in the fridge for a little bit of time before we can eat it, but it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited to do this, and I'm baking today alongside a guest who is back for her second appearance on the show, coming to us from the lovely state that is Pennsylvania. Give it up for the amazing Aliya Brown, fellow comedian, fellow producer, amazing friend, awesome human. She is the best. I am so glad she is back, zooming in from her kitchen in Pennsylvania. A little town called Bethlehem is where she's coming out of. And let's get to it. Let's get cracking. I'm so scared to make ice cream, but it's going to be fine. The show is called It'll Be Fine. It's going to be fun, right? It's going to be fun. I think so.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Oh, there we go. I
Can you
love earrings. They're
My-
so good.
My sister got me these, and it's good. When you need cinnamon, just call me. I'll be there.
Nice. I love your cabinets. They
Thank
look
you.
familiar.
It's like we're in the same kitchen. You're just over there.
I like that. Yeah, wait, do we both have like subway tile?
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent.
We have a different stove. But basically we have the same microwave. Yeah.
Love that class.
How you doing? What's up?
Doing good. I always feel like whenever anybody asks me what's up, I'm like, every thought that I've ever had has left my brain. But things like
Yes. It's a good, yeah. Or I will be honest and I will say what is up. And I think people just want to hear, I'm good.
yeah.
But friends, we are making this, the peanut butter and jam ice cream pie, PB&J ice cream pie. There's only a little side of it because I ripped the page out from a Bon Appetit in August of 2020. So this is all that remains.
Hard to look better.
Exactly. But I'm excited to make this. So if you're playing the home game, just go into the YouTube show description. There is a link and you can make this with us. I will forewarn that once we have put this together into the pie plate, you have to let it rest in the freezer for 8 hours, like you're at LAX.
So we're gonna stay on Zoom that whole time, doing a marathon. Everybody stay tuned.
If to the keen-eyed observer, I have a very narrow portion of my fridge. So that is not going to fit in the narrow fridge behind moi. So what I am doing is I have to put this in two. Because my freezer is so narrow, I can't fit that in there. Oh well. First world problems.
Yeah.
It's fine. You also need nuts for this recipe. You can use whatever kind of nuts that you want, or if you want to go with seeds too, that is cool too. I did bring my nuts. Yay! More mini brands. Blue. For those who don't know, Aliya, you got me into the mini brands train, and I'm now obsessed. So
I love that for you. I do have to say though, when you first got out those mini nuts, I was like, oh, I should call him.
High five. All right, let's get started. The first step in this adventure is to make the crust. So preheat your oven to a curious number, 275. That's right, 275, as Aliya has right there. Mine just came to temperature. Basically what we're doing for this is just warming up the crust. So you don't need this for a long bake or at a high temp. So 275 Fahrenheit. Then you are going to take your dishes or dish, and we are going to crush up together the following things. Ritz, or whatever kind of cracker you want. Crackers, boom, done. I love that yours came in a sleeve because this does say one sleeve. Mine was just a box.
Mine are like half sleeves, so normally they'll come together like this.
Yeah.
But we bought like the half sleeves so that way like you could pack them in your lunch.
I like that. That is good. You also need nuts, whatever kind of nuts you have. We had a trail mix in the house, so I just ground that up. There's some raisins in here too.
I'm not putting any nuts in mine just because
There.
I feel like texturally I don't want them there. So they're kicked out.
That's fine. Get them out of there. Boom. You need a third of a cup of light or dark brown sugar. I think there's a molasses thing that they are letting us know does not matter for this recipe. So that is cool. You need a half a teaspoon of kosher salt or a quarter teaspoon of Morton kosher salt. And finally, 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. If, of course, you have salted butter, it is not the end of the world. I just wouldn't recommend adding the extra salt. So there we go. To basically crush this all together with our hands, if you so choose. Which I think is kind of fun.
I have my tool that only comes out at Thanksgiving, my matcha.
I like it. You can get some anger out while doing this. You can think about, tiny nuts and how mad you are. All right, so we're crushing up the crumbs. Then we are going to be adding in the nuts, the salt, the sugar. Put it in here. Now it says to press firmly and evenly along the bottom rather, and up the side of the dish. So firmly and evenly.
My town's fair had poutine.
That's when you know you have a good state fair.
Yeah, there's some poutine. We also had one of those stands that like fries butter. So fried butter, fried Kool-Aid, fried cheesecake.
Did you say fried Kool-Aid?
Yeah, fried Kool-Aid.
How do you fry that?
Very carefully. I'm not an expert chef on Kool-Aid frying, but if you have me back a third time, we'll do it. Just for funsies.
Yeah. That's wild. Oh my gosh. Fried Kool-Aid. I would try that. I'm not gonna lie.
You would too, especially if it's red Kool-Aid. I'm a red Kool-Aid gal.
I always liked blueberry, any blue colored, but I was always like a blue freezy fan now that I think about it. Yeah, that was my jam. All right, we are going to put this into the oven, 2 plates or 1, for approximately 20 to 25 minutes. You just want this to get slightly darker in color, and then we're going to layer up the PB&J. Yeah. And so coming up next will be that cream, the peanut butter, the jam. Let me put this all together. It's a lot of steps, but I think this is pretty we got this. We're good.
Right now is the part of reading the directions where like my brain like shut off and entered the same space it goes to when somebody tries to read me how to play a board game. Like,
It's a lot of words. You're not
yeah.
wrong.
Like
It's
I was just alone reading it, smiling and nodding, like, yes, I think I understand.
the biggest thing about this. You do not want the bowl sitting in the water. This is not like a bath. It's more like a steam, like a facial steam. So, yeah, you want to put that bowl on top of it, and as Aliya has done, just let it steam up, you know. All right, so what we are going to need for this are 3 eggs. You need the whole egg. So, got our eggs. Boom. If you were so inclined, you could use actually no. I don't know if you could go with like just the yolk or just the egg whites as they come in those containers at the grocery store. I don't think this would work for this. I think you do have to use like the whole enchilada.
You can buy just yolks or just whites in a box.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
they do sell them at the grocery store. And I was like, could you do that? But I think you need both of them. I think you need both parts. So you need that. I'm not going to forget this time the salt and the sugar. So in this bowl, we'll go that. We're just going to let the water come to a little bit of a simmer.
I threw my sugar and my salt in already.
Nice. I'm going to do that too. All right, so we're over the water now, and we're just going to grab a rubber spatula to get mixing. This is looking good. This is so cool. We've repeated this with the remaining egg mixture. Done that. It's looking good. Starting on low speed, in the bowl you mixed the egg mixture in, we are going to take our cream and beat until we get soft peaks.
So throw the cream in now.
Yeah. All right.
And then beat it.
Beat it. So we're gonna mix this together and then fold it into this.
Good people at Wegmans do that for me, and I'm using their pre-made processed peanut butter on this day.
I'm going to the good people at Walmart for my peanut butter.
Thank you, Walton family.
Thanks, guys. You're gonna fold this in. All right. And when you're folding in something, and you'll see this when I put it together, you're not sort of circling it around. You're just kind of like going from one side. Just gonna continue to add it, mix it together. This has, I don't know about yours, Aliya, but mine actually has loosened a bit better. How is your anxiety level right now, friend? Is it lowering or is it? Or she... Hi, you froze. Sorry. How's your anxiety right now? Is it lower? About the same?
The same. I feel like maybe. Oh no! Now that my crust is getting harder, I feel like my crust is like not perfect. I feel like when I go to cut a slice later, it's gonna fall apart. And this isn't giving me confidence, but maybe I just have to keep going at it for a little bit.
Yeah, that's okay.
But for the viewer at home, now you know. Just go to the store very early in the morning and just get heavy cream instead of Googling ways to get around not having any heavy cream.
I gotta ask, do you see any change in consistency?
No?
No.
Soup?
You know what we could do? Let's give this 2 more minutes and then we'll add it to our peanut butter.
Sorry, what?
2 more minutes of this craziness and then we'll add it to the peanut butter.
And then add it to the peanut butter.
Yeah, so we're gonna take that whipped topping and we're gonna fold it into the peanut butter.
Kelly, this
What?
is my peanut butter. Is that what I've done wrong?
You're supposed to add the whipping cream. Go whip the whipping cream, Aliya. Did you add it to the peanut butter?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. No,
And
there
I've just been mixing that.
yeah.
I feel like this is definitely like gonna taste like something like I would have made as a kid, like a summer alone. Like I'm gonna make like a dessert lunch, and I feel like it's coming out just as well as if I did it when I was like 7 or 8 as trying it now. So
I love the phrase dessert lunch.
dessert lunch.
Amazing. All right. Okay. So
Now to leave in the freezer, Kelly?
yeah, so it's gonna go into the freezer once you've added the jelly. As I say, I'm gonna let mine just chill before I add my jam to it. Then if you're at the step where the jelly has been added to the dish, like Aliya has done, you're going to get it in the freezer for 8 hours. A lot of bowls. All right, so you're gonna take your jelly and essentially, friends, you're just gonna swirl this. Whatever pattern you want. It's your palette. It's your artistic palette here. So there we go. I'm adding my jelly. Pretty. All right. Back to the freezer. Hey everyone. So it has been well over 8 hours. I've just brought one of these out of the freezer. It's quite beautiful, actually. And I'm gonna do a little taste test for you. So I have been out at the CNE all day, so I am stuffed. Sidebar, apropos of nothing, dill pickle cotton candy, quite delish. I'm just saying. Okay, that's fine. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. All right, I think I've got a good bite of everything here on the old plate. So once again, we're gonna go in a minute to Aliya to get her reaction of the PB&J ice cream pie. So bon appetit. Let's give this a taste. Hey, Dolph. Oh, that's good. That is really good. It is hitting all the notes of it being refreshing because it's got the ice cream. It's a little salty. It's a little sweet. It's a little savory. This is really good. I'm a fan. Okay, Aliya, over to you. What do you think?
Hello. It is 8 hours later. My pie is done. I've taken the pretty pictures. I cut a slice that's not so pretty. And I'm about to take my first bite. So, cheers. Let's see what it tastes like. There's a lot of peanut butter. Good. When you make it better than me. Have a good one. Bye.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.